The novels by Agatha Christie are stacked neatly on my bookshelf, awaiting their turn to be revisited. Okay, so finally this one is actually a bit different. All right. So, well, we can start with eliminating the semicolon. That's usually a good place to start because with a semicolon, we can just ask, do we have two full sentences, just like a period? Awaiting their turn to be revisited is certainly not a full sentence, so I'm going to cross that out. Now, a colon needs a full sentence before it, but not necessarily after it. So, do we have a full sentence before it? We actually do here. The novels by Agatha Christie are stacked neatly on my bookshelf. That actually is a full sentence, so I'm not going to cross out the colon. Now, what comes after a colon is usually some kind of a list or an explanation of what's before it. And that's not exactly what we have here. Like, awaiting their turn to be revisited, that's not really defining or giving a, I mean, it is kind of giving a detail. It's not quite what we want for a colon. Um, Now, awaiting, do we need a comma at all? Versus, so no comma versus comma. This is really tricky. Um, the answer is going to be that we need a comma here. And there's a couple of reasons. One is just they really like ending sentences on the SAT and ACT with a comma ing. That's just a sentence structure they like. So having a comma ing phrase at the end of a sentence is just, you'll just see it all the time. So examples like, I don't know, my dog ate his dinner, slurping loudly. Um, or uh, the, I don't know, bird chirped, singing, oh, a beautiful song. This kind of thing, we'll just see it all the time where you have a comma followed by an ing phrase to end a sentence with a little non-essential but nice detail. So that's one thing that I notice we have an answer choice here that has a comma followed by an ing at the end of a sentence, and I'm like, great, let's do it. It's just a good thing to do. Um, Additionally, if you don't have that comma, it kind of makes it modify the thing it's next to. And I'll give you an example of what that means. So if we say, I mean, with this sentence, it doesn't quite make sense, but something like, the puppy ran up to my teacher, slobbering all over. Okay, so the puppy ran up to my teacher, slobbering all over. That indicates that slobbering all over, it's referring to probably the subject of the sentence. If we don't have that comma, now our sentence says, the puppy ran up to my teacher, slobbering all over. So who's the one who's drooling all over? It's the teacher now. So rather a different story. Um, this is usually not what we want, right? Usually we want the comma ing to indicate it's just referring to the subject of the sentence or just the content of the sentence in general. Otherwise, the ing word is just going to latch on to the noun it's next to, and that's not what we want. So in this case, if we didn't have a comma, then bookshelf would be awaiting their turn to be revisited, and that's not right. It's not the bookshelf that is awaiting its turn. It's the novels. So this would be not correct, right? Because the teacher is not slobbering. We need the comma. This one is correct. Um, okay. So anyway, that was a really long way to say in general they like comma ing. So just when in doubt.